Captain.
Tug along with the Sunday crew. Geeking out is what we do. Giggle on, it's gonna be great. Don't be late, let's celebrate. Science fiction on a screen so bright. Old classics and the new delights. The unapologetic geek will lead the way with facts and fun to fill your day. Discussing every detail, every frame, from the eerie to the loud and the tame. Giggle along with all that's great. Those Sunday vibes you can't debate. Tug along with the Sunday crew. Geeking out is what we do. Giggle on, it's gonna be great. Don't be late, let's celebrate.
Hi.
Greetings from South Carolina.
I was waiting for Dan to say that before I could speak.
Making sure the book showed up.
Yeah, there you go.
There's another thing.
I had it in the background and it failed me miserably.
Greetings
So,
from
hi.
Florida.
Yep, welcome back. And I see that Damien is dressed nice and warm for Florida.
It's snowing on Cape Cod, by the way, for those of you
It's-
keeping score at home.
Cold
That's-
here now. The high this morning, or the high today, was at 8 o'clock this morning. It's been dropping all day.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think it's like 11 outside, but I know that Shane is in Chicago, which is probably much worse.
Yeah. No,
We're at 5 right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Kelvin.
my location for this stream will explain what the weather here is.
Yeah, he's inside. Yeah. Okay, before we get started, let me go ahead and say hi to the people in the chat. We've got Donald Kunstler.
Donnie
And we did talk about Planet of the Apes last week.
at length.
Yeah.
Tony is also here.
Tony.
Another Tony.
What's up, Tony?
Channel member
Hi.
Texas Knight is here.
Sir Texas.
Let's see. Just Carolyn. Here as
Justy.
always. Gary Carpenter is back.
G-Man.
Gary.
Michael
G-Man
DeCosimo. You'll be happy to know that today I do go back to my Sunday schedule, Michael.
Mikey.
So you can watch my video tomorrow when you eat your breakfast. Indie Spoats, channel member Indie Spoats, is also here.
It will,
Not
of
familiar
course,
with
be
him.
a very disappointing sequel.
Yes. This will be very disappointing compared to last week. I'm sorry, Donald. I just read too fast. It happens. My bad. Donald Kunzer, or I don't know how to pronounce it. So there you go. Sure.
Bitte mein Herr, mein Deutsch ist kaputt.
My brother is actually in Austria right now. Roger Blair.
It's really cold there, I bet.
He's in Vienna.
When it's springtime in Vienna.
See, if I ever went to Vienna, I would have that Billy Joel song stuck in my head the whole time. I wouldn't be able to get it out of my head.
I would just have the Falco albumography stuck in my head the entire time.
That'd be easier to get through because at least it's more than one song. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all in German, and again, meine Deutsch ist kaputt. Oh, you left one out. Roger, what goes on?
Yeah,
Welcome to the
Roger.
party.
Roger Blair.
Roger Blair. Wasn't he a wrestler?
That was Brian Blair.
I knew you'd get it. I knew you'd get it.
Trying to trip up Danny.
Yeah.
You got to get up even earlier for that.
You got to get up pretty early in the morning to catch me looking in your bedroom window.
I don't know. I found out that the older I get, the worse my memory gets, and the more I have to rely on a stupid phone to tell me what's going on.
No shit. No, my grandfather was like acting like a doddering old fool. No, yeah, you get close to 60 and like, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, just let the AI take over for you. You know.
I feel like Shatner going, ask me anything. Ask me anything, and not from the show, like right now. You know. Sorry.
So today we're going to continue our discussion of disappointing sequels that we started last week.
You did? I forgot.
Yeah, and just for the record, this is going to be my last stream of the year. I'm going to be out of town for the next couple weeks. So
see, that's why I wore the sweater, because I figured this was the last chance I'd have.
Yeah, this is my Christmas show. So
yep. Ugly Christmas sweater.
And in that spirit, I'm going to talk about a Christmas movie. And well, actually, I'm going to talk about a really bad sequel to a Christmas movie, and that is A Good Day to Die Hard. How
can you insult such class as the Die Hard series?
I love the Die Hard movies. They're great. But A Good Day to Die Hard is by far the worst one. It's not even a competition. It's
Not even
so
close.
generic. It opens, it feels like a ripoff of a Jack Ryan movie, like a ripoff of a bad Jack Ryan movie. And it takes place in Russia. And like it has Jai Courtney as John McClane's son. And Jai Courtney, who I confused with Sam Worthington last week because they're both vanilla slices of bread.
Light goes through them.
Exactly. They're non-existent. And yeah, it's not a good movie. It tries really hard to like make callbacks to Die Hard. There's like lines here and there that are thrown in, but like it's all soulless and pointless. And Bruce Willis is definitely too old for it. And the plot is just terrible. And it ends at Chernobyl for some reason. And I vaguely remember there's something about a helicopter and a car, and I don't even remember how it ends. I just saw it the one time and I hated it. So
I've only ever seen that movie once, and I've seen like all the other ones like 3 or 4 times at least.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
I have the collection, and I've only watched that one once. No, I watched it twice. To make sure I saw what I saw. And it's like, oh, I did see what I see. Okay, you stay.
Yeah,
in
I own it too, and I don't think I've ever watched
stay
it.
there.
the box set collection gets brought out more so than this one does, for sure. Yeah.
Sadly, I have seen it way too many times.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a big Die Hard fan, man. And you insulting these Die Hard movies is like insulting Tremors or something. How can you do it? It's just nothing but class. They're all good movies.
That one is not good. No. And High Slasher.
I don't even think that movie.
I agree. It went downhill a little bit, but it seems like I saw some kind of parody movie that made fun of Die Hard. It might have been called Die Harder. And it seems like it was this old guy in it making fun of Bruce Willis, and he couldn't remember what he was doing, and now it's real.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
I look up Die Harder and I just get the sequel to Die Hard.
Yeah, Die Hard 2, Die Harder.
Which Die Hard 2 is fine. Die Hard 2 is a good movie.
Yeah.
No problem with Die Hard 2.
Die Hard 3 was even reasonable,
Yeah.
I
had really like Die Hard 3.
Yeah.
It's not a YouTube short where they make fun of movies kind of thing.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
All of them. They all do that.
I watch a lot of them.
The problem with action movie franchises, by and large, is that they feel the need to keep ratcheting up the action in each one to sort of outdo the last. And eventually you hit the wall. There's a law of diminishing returns. At a certain point, it becomes redundant tripe and downright hard to believe. What makes action movies so great is you can suspend disbelief. But the more you push the envelope, the harder it is to suspend disbelief until finally, and I'm out.
You wind up with Mel Gibson fighting Jet Li.
It's like, and I'm out. Tarantino found a way to do this in an almost comedic kind of way, where he takes like whole historic timelines and throws them out the window. Where the Manson family is killed with a flamethrower,
right?
Or Hitler dies in Paris at a movie screening.
Right.
I get it. You're just going rogue with it. That's fine. But when you're actually trying to keep it tight, when you're trying to keep it serious, and you do crap like that, it's like I just can't.
Mm-hmm.
The movie I was telling you about is called
Still on that.
Die is Hard. It came out in 2007, and it's from the guys who made The Naked Guy.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Was it direct to video? I don't recall hearing
No, I've
it.
never seen it. To Die is Hard. I don't remember if I saw it in a theater or on TV or wherever, but I remember seeing it, and it was pretty horrible.
I recognize nobody from the cast. So.
Yeah. Same here.
Nielsen was in it.
Well, you take something that might make a pretty good Saturday Night Live sketch and stretch it out to 105 minutes.
Oh, come on. That movie was so bad, I remembered one little 2-minute bit from it for this particular episode of this show.
That is something, man. I like Live Free or Die Hard. I think it tried too hard to be PG-13. I really wish it hadn't done that. But it's not bad. It's all right.
If
And
I
it's got,
remember correctly,
It's got what's her name in it.
we didn't even get a yippee-ki-yay Mr. Falcon in that movie. If I remember correctly, he never said it.
In Live Free or Die Hard?
And I think that's
Yeah, he says yippee-ki-yay, and Timothy Oliphant's got the gun like up to his shoulder.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm thinking about the other. I'm thinking about the wrong one. And I'm thinking about the fifth
Right.
one.
Yeah, I don't even remember if he said it in the fifth one. Yeah,
Good day to die.
they're so stupid names too.
Oh, Tony, you work for
Yeah,
the
the
Blues
one with-
Brothers? That is School Squared.
That one with
Yeah.
Timothy. Yeah,
Let
I
me
like that
let me point out that we sit here now talking about how bad these movies are. But in 15, 20 years from now, we'll be sitting here talking about how classic they are compared to the crap that's come out lately. Or
Oh, they
after.
keep threatening to do a Die Hard prequel with like a younger
God.
actor. Yeah,
Oh, no.
they've been threatening it for like 10 years. It's gonna happen eventually. It'll probably be like direct to streaming or something. But one thing is for sure, it will be terrible.
Danny.
It'll be written and directed by AI.
They said
wholly produced by.
Curse,
Danny,
I
they
did
said the
mention
same
Lethal
thing
Weapon.
about Force Awakens. 10 years later, no, it's still
Oh,
garbage.
Tony, I got
Yeah.
No.
I can say The Force Awakens is the best of those three movies.
Yeah, we were saying that at the beginning. Nothing's changed.
It don't matter if you got 3 piles of poop sitting there. It don't matter which one's the biggest or which one's the best. They're all piles of poop.
You raise a good point.
Talking about the prequels, right?
Very zen. I said there's only 3 Star Wars movies, period.
Yeah, they're really true.
Basically,
There's
yeah.
only 3.
If you like other things based on Star Wars, that's fine, but there's only 3 Star Wars movies.
Rogue One, I would almost loop
Yeah,
in
Rogue
there.
One is.
Yeah, that's a good
I'm
one.
putting
but,
Rogue
yeah.
One in there.
Yeah, seriously. There's 4 Star Wars movies, including Rogue One. But-
5 Star Wars.
I just don't think nothing that involves something called Jar Jar Binks should be called a Star Wars movie.
Mhm.
And I do feel bad for that guy. His life fell apart after he did that. And all he was trying to do was be part of the franchise. And you know what? I could so see that happening to me. I grew up with Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Someone else to be a part in Star Wars, and everyone on the entire planet hates it and hates me for doing it. That is like a living nightmare. But yeah, Jar Jar Binks sucked. Sorry. And Anakin wasn't any better.
They were really trying for that comedy relief or comic relief in that role,
Yeah.
but it was annoying is all it was, just straight annoyance.
It's like
the
you
entire
already
time.
have C-3PO and R2-D2. Why do you need another one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Already
don't
have
need
a movie.
They were setting him up to be a secret Sith. If you watch
I've seen the
Phantom
theories.
Menace
Oh,
very
yeah, I
closely
heard
and
that. I just
watch
didn't believe it,
Jar
but I
Jar
heard
and
it.
things, you watch things Jar Jar does. He does display Force abilities, reaction times, his jumps, some of his instincts. They were setting him up. He was supposed to be playing a part, but everybody hated him so much they abandoned it, and it was like, never mind. It's just
They gave him like 2 lines in the
Count
second movie, and then in the third movie, he's
That's
actually
how
the
we
one
got
responsible
Dooku.
for raising the Palpatine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we got Dooku.
The useful idiot of the Senate. Yeah.
And Christopher Lee tried so hard. And I loved how they brought it full circle. Yeah, Cushing in the first one and Lee in the last one. But you know what? Nuh-uh. Christopher
There's
Lee
something
couldn't
about
save this.
George
singing ship.
Lucas's writing that like makes even great actors sound terrible. Like Liam Neeson's awful. Christopher Lee is not that great. It's just because of the dialogue, man.
Where everyone says Lucas shouldn't direct, just sit back there, write the stuff. We'll let somebody else direct it.
No, I agree.
That's
Finance.
why the first
He
three
should
work.
finance. Give me $30 million. I'll make a good movie and I'll make you proud.
He's actually a good example of too much creative control can be a bad thing. Somebody needed to step
I'm
in.
just wondering how we went from tearing down a Bruce Willis Die Hard movie to all of a sudden just destroying the Star Wars franchise.
Star Wars was going to come up eventually anyway.
Yeah.
We'll talk about disappointing.
Go ahead, whoop it early, right, bud? Just bam.
This counts as everyone's. We all hate the direction Star Wars went into. Not to put words in your mouths, but we're all.
I know,
thinking
but they broke my heart when they killed Han Solo, man. It was like,
But if I had to say which one actually disappointed me the most, I would actually have to go back to episode 2, Attack of the Clones, because like episode 1, while bad, I was still able to enjoy it. It still had that lightsaber fight and it still had the pod racing scenes. And I thought going into episode 2, maybe George Lucas had learned some lessons and could improve. And episode 2 is so bad. It's so bad.
It's boring.
Yeah.
Since we're doing this now, I have to interject. I remember I waited years for the next trilogy to come out. And I went to see it. You're going to find this hard to believe. I went to a midnight screening with my fellow Star Wars buff friends to catch it before anyone else in the world did, besides the other couple of thousand people who were crammed into this theater. And when it came on, it was long, long ago in a galaxy far, far away. And the room shuddered with every fanboy and girl going, and it just went downhill from that.
Yeah.
It literally went downhill from that point.
The best part of the movie was the intro screen or scroll.
But then they started talking about trade federations, and I'm like, what have I gotten myself into?
Yeah, really.
no, man, let me tell you what I see. I see Disney taking over and trying to make you feel sorry and love little Darth Vader, little Anakin, and
That
trying to
wasn't
make
Disney, man. That was all George Lucas.
That was all George Lucas.
It went downhill long before Disney.
And then you get all invested. And he wasn't that bad a guy. He was a good kid. And then how do you end it? You end it with him being the guys from Columbine, man, killing all the kids.
Careful. It's named the Columbine K.
It's
really.
freaking horrible,
Not
man.
wrong though.
He is not wrong.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Darth Vader.
2 movies are sucking up, and 1 movie Jason Voorhees, boy.
Yeah.
Like,
Darth Vader was not
done,
ever supposed to be a whiny little emo boy. I'm sorry. That is not Darth Vader. That is not Darth Vader. To this day, I refuse to believe that's Darth Vader. They put somebody else in the Anakin dies on the operating table and they put somebody else in the suit. That's not him. No.
And speaking of like actors who got ruined by Star Wars, like Hayden Christensen was a good actor.
Yeah.
He was a rising star. He had like some
Until
really good
Star
stuff.
Wars.
And then Star Wars happened. And nobody took him seriously after that.
Yeah. He's a good actor. He plays basically the same whiny emo boy in all of his
And you mentioned the pod race scene. I started to nod off during the pod racing scene.
It is too long.
know
they
were trying to recreate Ben-Hur in a sci-fi backdrop, and I love it.
I love the pod racing scene of all of that entire movie. That and the
Duel of the Fates.
Yeah, the duel. That's like the best greatest lightsaber fight ever. Yeah.
And when the force field comes down and Qui-Gon just kind of goes into meditation mode.
Yeah.
But Darth Maul is like pacing like a caged leopard.
Pacing like a
That is just like so intense. I love it. Of course, it's being interspersed with this is pod racing.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is since you brought up Tatooine, there's one key rule in all the Star Wars movies. If you go to Tatooine, get off as soon as is humanly possible. Tatooine worked in A New Hope because once they settled the action there, they split. Return of the Jedi, they went back to Tatooine briefly, but they split. They don't spend half the movie on Tatooine. Get off Tatooine and have adventures.
Yeah. Tatooine's just a ball of sand with 3 sons or whatever. Or is it 2 sons?
And no daughters.
I can't remember.
Indy's Boats, See Shattered Glass, where he plays Stephen Glass. Hayden Christensen.
I'm absolutely ashamed to say this, but every time I watch that movie with the little race scenes in it, I always fast forward through them. And with that statement, the shame part is that shows I watch these movies more than I should.
Yeah, true.
I love the pod racing scene.
I mean, I like it too. I like it a lot, especially in the theater.
It's a little too long, and if they had made Anakin say fewer words, that would have been good. So
my little kids enjoyed them too.
Yeah.
Okay. So
does that count for one, or is that just like a bonus?
We talked about.
I think that's
Star
just a
Wars
bonus
sequels,
that we all talked about. So, Dan, it's your turn.
Which was going to be one of the things I was going to bring up.
I mean, it was on my list, so yeah.
So we all did. We
talked about the sequel trilogy last week, so this week we're going to talk about the prequels. It makes sense.
Yeah.
See, I did everything I could to keep Star Wars off the list.
You tried, but
I'm only gonna destroy and bash classics. Apparently, and I was talking to Tug before y'all showed up backstage about this, and a lot of people are probably not gonna agree. But to me, God, I hate saying this because it's a Vincent Price movie too, man. But to me, The Fly 2, the sequel of the original
Return of the Fly,
Vincent Price was lacking compared to the original The Fly. Now, The Fly, to me, popped because it was in super technicolor, and it stood out like the Wizard of Oz. It was an extravaganza. And then you go to watch The Fly 2, the sequel, which was made after that, and it's in wonderful black and white, like an Abbott and Costello movie. And it just seems to lack something compared to the original. Okay, now you can kick me.
No, I completely agree. And when you mentioned before we started, you mentioned Vincent Price. It's the only sequel I could think of that qualifies that has Vincent Price in it. Like, Return of the Fly, it's just not as good. It doesn't have that charm of the original The Fly. And yeah, it's in black and white. It goes from color to black and white. Why would you do that?
Yeah,
and then you get into, there's even a third one, Curse of the Fly, where you've got like, there's a fourth one, really?
There's a fourth one.
I didn't even know there was a fourth one.
No one does, except me.
And yeah, they're not as good as the original. You just can't beat David Hedison in that fly head, and it's, yeah.
And just sadly, we talked about this too, is they repeated it all the years later when they made that really cool Jeff Goldblum Fly movie, and turned right around and made the most dreadful sequel that ever existed.
Eric Stoltz and Daphne Zuniga. Yeah.
and the whole dog thing in the sequel, like, really just made me want to.
God, I even forgot about that.
Made me want to kick the director downstairs, boy.
Well,
I saw him aging fast for some reason. It was so stupid.
I saw a documentary about we're talking the original Fly franchise with Vincent Price. They suffered from a thing a lot of early franchises were subjected to, and that is, even though they were proven quantity, they kept shrinking the budgets. And the same thing to Planet of the Apes.
Yep.
So yeah, The Fly 2 had much smaller resources than the first one, and it suffered. So yeah, Danny, I do agree with you. You are correct. And yeah, and the special effects in the third one is almost laughable.
Yeah. So agreed. Actually, nobody disagreed with you, Dan.
I can't believe it, man. I picked a Vincent Price movie to bash, and people agreed with me. There's something wrong in the world with that.
Vincent Price was a bad movie.
He was in a lot of bad movies, honestly.
I feel bad doing it, man. I really do, because I really generally like most of Vincent Price.
I was worried when you mentioned Vincent Price that you were going to talk about The Invisible Man Returns, and we were going to have a fight, but no.
I was going through my head to think of any of the Poe films he did for Corman if any of them were sequels, and no, they were all standalones. It's part of a franchise, but standalones.
Yeah, I don't think that counts as a sequel.
By the way, in the Return of the Fly, the dreadful black and white part 2, Vincent Price's acting and stuff is the only thing in the movie worth watching that stands up.
You get that a lot, actually. A lot of times he's the only thing in the movie worth watching.
That's the thing. Like like you said, Vincent Price was in a lot of really bad movies, but he always gave it his all, man. He was always Vincent Price.
And he always found someone amazing to play off of, like when you had Boris Karloff and Vincent Price.
Right.
You know, it was lightning in a bottle. Even if it wasn't a particularly good movie, the two of them together made it.
Or with Peter Lorre, like some of the chemistry he had with Peter Lorre, fantastic.
Peter Lorre, man, that's a little creepy boy.
I love that guy.
I'm going to get this one wrong. Yeah. Patrick McGee was in Mask of the Red Death.
I think that's right. Yes,
Patrick McGee. Yep. It was Patrick McGee, yes.
I think so. Andy will correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah. There are 3 English Patricks, and I always get the names mixed up. It's a mental block, but I believe it's Patrick McGee. And in Mask of the Red Death, which is not a bad movie. I do like Mask of the Red Death. It varies wildly from the source material, but it's still an amazing movie. But the interplay between them is amazing.
Okay. And so, Damien, now it is your turn.
All right. So we talked about in a previous live stream, I think it was about like just bad movies. It was a couple months ago. I can't remember what the topic was, but it was definitely bad movies.
Luckily, we all have terrible memories, so we can repeat ourselves.
So anyway, we talked about Jaws: The Revenge. So I'm going to bring up because I did also rewatch that, but I'm going to bring up the lesser discussed Jaws 3 or 3D, whichever one you want to talk about, and and say that at the time it came out was probably one of the most disappointing sequels that you could have seen, because it was not a Jaws movie, really. It was funny, if anything. It wasn't scary at all. And it was definitely not, it didn't have any of the magic or suspense or anything of the previous Jaws movies. And just anyway.
Nothing you are saying is incorrect.
Yeah.
It is a bad movie, but like I grew up with it and I lived right next to SeaWorld. So like it meant more to me. Like and it's got Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett Jr. in it. And, I mean, I loved Jaws 3. I would not watch it as an adult because I know it's a bad movie. But I loved it as a kid, and I don't like hearing it criticized.
I like
the pieces are all there.
I liked it as a kid too. It had good actors.
The pieces are all there.
You know, but the thing is it's just like you rewatch it as an adult, and it's just like this is just nonsense. It makes no sense at all.
I will say though, even as a kid, the scene where their jaws like goes through the glass.
Yeah.
That it's bad. Like it's a neat concept, but it's
a big fish. It's not Godzilla. The tensile strength of that glass is way stronger.
It's holding up all that water, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. It would have just went bump and bounced off, you know.
And that shark is going to go spatter before the glass does. I guarantee you.
Oh. That whole scene where it's coming in and it's like, if I had 3D glasses on, it probably would have been scarier. But, you know, it just looks like it's floating in like on a blue screen kind of thing. And it's just like, that looks so stupid. And then the glass breaks and it just shatters away. Like it just barely touches. It's like, come on. I bet that was cool in the theater with the 3D glasses on. But, you know, translated to 2D on a screen. No. That doesn't.
That was the problem with all the 3D movies back in the 80s, is that it relied on the 3D effect and nothing else.
Yeah.
The stories generally sucked.
Yeah, it was all about stuff coming out of the screen at you. That's what the whole thing was about. Yeah. So
that's one.
I like Blue Thunder, Indy.
That's one of the few things I remember, Tug. Just like you, is that big fish hitting that glass. That stands out as the one thing.
It's a memorable scene.
More than anything else.
Yeah.
But I also remember another movie called Deep Blue Sea or something. They got it right where it hits it and cracks it, and then comes back and hits it again and cracks it a little more, and finally comes through and eats the same guy, I think.
And those are like superpowered mako sharks, which actually do have a lot more strength to them than great whites.
Great whites are bigger.
That would have completely imploded the nose of the shark.
Though. Oh yeah, it wouldn't have worked. It still wouldn't have worked. But at least they
mass of mush. It would be all that would be. It'd be bloody mush. It just Anyway.
Hey, Triple M with Brian. How's it going?
Hey, Brian.
But anyway, so that was my choice, and anyway,
it definitely qualifies.
Yeah,
and I could see like if you were older and grew up with watching Jaws, and then you go to the theater to see Jaws 3 thinking you're going to see a Jaws movie. I could see why you would be disappointed.
But I saw it as a kid too, and I loved it when I was a kid. I thought it was a fun movie, but
you see, the mistake you made was watching it as an adult. I know not to do that.
See, I shouldn't have tried to revisit my childhood and like recapture the magic that was that movie when I was 8 years old or whatever. You know,
I am going through something very similar right now because I'm actually doing a review on Short Circuit, and it has not held up.
I love Short Circuit.
Watch your
You
mouth.
can't take that away from me.
Watch your mouth.
Your mother was a snowblower.
I rewatched that with my daughter when she was like 9 or 10. She loved it then.
That helps. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. But
it was one of my top 10 movies.
I used to quote it as a kid, man.
When I was in high school, I mean, it's like you can say that 2 times, or people used to just go around quoting that movie all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say,
I went as a security. I went as a security guard from Nova for Halloween once.
But speaking of bad sequels, I mean, Short Circuit 2.
Oh yeah.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
I didn't even think about that one either.
It's a fun sequel.
It qualifies.
Yeah.
Johnny joins a gang. Come on now. He
That's
boosts
true.
car stereos. He robs a bank. He's like the ultimate criminal.
At least he doesn't join the Entword like Chappie.
Think of it this way: Ali Sheedy wouldn't do the sequel.
Yep. It was like focused on Fisher Stevens.
Neither did Gutenberg.
Yeah, even Gutenberg wouldn't do it. And he did Cocoon too.
Well, Gutenberg wanted money. He wanted more
Ali
money.
Sheedy needed money. Her career was flatlining at this point. People were finally catching on. She had no talent.
In Short Circuit too, they had these little remote control robots, these little Johnny Pies.
Yeah, those were cute.
And I actually had a chance in Atlanta at a toy show to buy one of them for $1,000, but I didn't have the money on me, and the guy wouldn't take a card.
Didn't they sell those toys at Radio Shack?
There's a bell.
I mean, there was a whole thing of Radio Shack in that movie. That whole commercial. And then he breaks into Radio Shack and gets stuff out of the anyway.
This was one of the original ones with the certificate from the movie.
That's cool.
What happened to Radio Shack? When I was a kid, Radio Shack was like, the bunker for tech.
Best Buy.
It was everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, Best Buy. Thank you.
Yeah.
I should have said that to myself, actually. Dang, I'm sorry, but thank you.
Yeah. Well, first there was Circuit City.
Oh, and Circuit City had a hand in. Yeah.
And then there was a couple others around.
Radio Shack did survive for a very long time. I don't think it officially went out of business until about 10 years ago.
It's one of the few places you could go that if you were actually doing any actual electronics repair, you could go and get parts like transistors and resistors and capacitors. They had that stuff.
Anything.
Yeah.
Although
you can't go just walk into a retail store and get that stuff these days. You have to.
You have to go on Amazon or something.
Yeah, or one of the specialty sites. But
I knew their days were numbered, though. I went in once. It was only some geek would need this weird part. I forget what it was. It was years ago, because they've been gone for years. I went up to the kid there and I asked him for it. He had no idea what I was talking about, and I was like, "Oh dear, you can't even afford people who actually know tech stuff. You're doomed."
That's the problem. Yeah. You need tech geeks to be there. Yeah.
Yeah. If I know more about the tech than you do, it's like on the Western Front where they're like drafting 16-year-olds. This is going to go on much longer. And
I mean, in fact, the Geek Squad is probably the only thing keeping Best Buy in business these days.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway,
dude, now I'm sad.
Yeah, the government got to get rid of all them stores where you can build things they don't want you to build out of.
Whenever you start a sentence with "the government should," my answer is no. Shane.
And we just popped up on the monitor. Hi, government.
How's it going?
Still here. I myself love the government.
I welcome our robot overlords.
Hang on, there's somebody at the door. I'll be right back. That didn't take long. Sorry.
Anyway, Shane, your turn.
Jaws 3 is my second favorite Jaws movie. I just want to say that. Shut up.
Mine too.
Sorry.
First.
I like the whole SeaWorld aspect. I never wanted to go to SeaWorld ever in my life. I was just like, yep, and that's off the list. So
this is my opinion.
It did something. I am going to pick I think a lot of people can agree with this one. Ghostbusters 2. It just felt lazy. Bill Murray, Bill Murray was never known for, as he progressed through his career, just put less and less and less into. I believe that movie got held up over him.
Yeah,
probably.
But
sounds right.
The main problem got with it is the opening. The city watched a 100-story marshmallow man walk through the streets and terrorize. But a couple of years later, we don't believe in ghosts anymore.
Yeah, like how does that make sense?
you people witnessed it. What do you mean you don't believe in ghosts anymore? You people celebrated them for this, and then just all of a sudden, nah. You people were terrorized by these ghosts. But that, and you're gonna end the movie with Dana and Peter, the love interest, look like they're getting together finally. And let's just switch to, oh no, they're nothing, and Dana has a baby. Well, who's the father? Don't worry about that.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Like, okay.
We know who the father is. Anyway.
And then they did a whole personality switch on Janine. She went from being, that angry little boss mama you don't mess with, don't take no crap, to, she looked like Blondie or something in an 80s pop rock video. It's like, what y'all do to her? Mm-hmm. I'm not intimidated by you. I'm intimidated by the first Janine. But yeah, the story was just kind of, the slime is flowing under the city. Where'd it come from? Did it just appear?
It just came from all the evil energy, man. It came from all the anger of the New Yorkers,
That's the only believable part of the movie, man.
Yeah. Hey,
okay.
I agree with everything you're saying, but at the same time, I have a special place in my heart for Ghostbusters 2, much like you have a special place in your heart for Jaws 3.
I can see that.
I loved that movie. I still love that movie. I wouldn't say I love it. I love Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 2, I like a lot. Just the whole Vigo thing, and the Statue of Liberty, and it's
Peter McNichol
fun.
going, the child.
Why did you need a baby to possess yourself with? Why didn't you just possess yourself in I don't even know what that guy's name was. The museum guy who he possessed to go get the child. But possess him. Are you gonna rule the world? You're gonna rule the world evilly when your diaper needs to be changed?
Well,
and your name is going to be Oscar. Come on.
You can poke holes in Ghostbusters 1 just as much. Like, the building made with selenium rivets and stuff like that.
Ghostbusters 1 had the magic of like the novelty of
walking.
it.
How do you make the Statue of Liberty walk? You know how
with
thin
slime,
the Statue of Liberty
positively
is?
charged slime. That's how you do it.
And a Nintendo pad controller, the joystick.
Man.
No, that was the big one.
And a rocking soundtrack.
Let Dan speak.
Dan, speak.
Well, I mostly agree with you, man. Ain't that something? But you got to admit, Vigo was one dastardly well-dressed bad guy ghost.
Yes, he was.
His outfit ruled, man. Vigo was the stuff. And if you're gonna insult a Ghostbusters movie, don't insult the one with the walking Statue of Liberty. Insult the one with the 4 chicks.
No, I mean, like, the thing about Ghostbusters is you can talk about any of the sequels as being disappointing sequels, but I think the second one is probably the most disappointing because the rest of them you knew were going to be bad before you watched it, didn't you?
Well, Danny, the one with 4 chicks is not canonical.
That's true.
It's standalone in its own universe.
That's the least of its problems too.
Yeah.
The next one is what is it called? Afterlife?
Yeah.
That one, that's like the third Ghostbusters movie. But that 2016, we don't talk.
Kingdom or something.
Oh, Frozen! Yeah. I couldn't make
I didn't even
the
see
first
it.
30 minutes. I couldn't make
talking
it through
the one where
minutes.
it's at, the one with who's in that? Anyway, they're out in the friggin' prairie or whatever, or on a farm or whatever.
Something like that.
Yeah. I watched that. It was all right. It was. I mean,
that one was okay. It's Frozen Empire, which was
the most recent one was terrible. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I don't think
the ending of it was good.
I will say, if like the actor who played Vigo in Ghostbusters 2, you should look up his life story. It's a little too messed up to talk about on YouTube, but wow, you should look into his life story. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
The actor is probably scarier than Vigo himself. Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Vigo.
I'm gonna do that actually.
You should.
I'm intrigued now. Yeah.
That was my goal.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've
But
seen
again-
Afterlife. I haven't seen Frozen Empire. I haven't seen that one yet.
But as far as Ghostbusters, I agree. It just seemed like the pieces were there, but they were phoning it in.
Yeah, basically. Agreed.
Yeah.
And Rick Moranis had a way bigger part than he was supposed to. He was like, creme brulee. He was wonderful in a small supporting role. When you try to like make him a huge part, it's like it's not working. People, it's just not working. But yeah, I mean, the pieces were all there though. But it just
No, I do agree. And kind of like Damien, I do kind of still have a soft spot for Ghostbusters 2, just because I grew up with it. But it's apples and oranges compared to the first Ghostbusters movie. And everything you guys are saying is correct. It was a disappointing sequel.
Oh, he was a boxer and a professional wrestler? Oh. Wilhelm von
Vigo.
Homburg. The guy you said to look up his life. And
Yes, the Dusseldorf.
yes.
Or let's see. Where is it? Come on. I'm trying to look up his name. Why isn't it on the Wikipedia article? That's annoying.
Vigo.
No, not Viggo Mortensen. Stop.
it was bound to happen sooner or later.
Wilhelm von Homburg. Yeah, that's the guy. You're right.
That was a stage name, but his real name was Norbert Group. But
Grouping. It was the group.
he was the group. I am Group.
He is group.
Mm.
What was his name when he wrestled? Did anybody know?
Wikipedia does not say.
I bet.
That's a bad sign.
Yeah.
If Wikipedia doesn't care. Oh, look, I'm frozen again, just in time for my turn. I'll be right
now
back.
it's your turn. Vigo was in Die Hard? Are you talking about Viggo Mortensen? Because Viggo Mortensen was not in Die Hard.
Vigo was in Die Hard, boy. Different Vigo.
And neither was Wilhelm von Homburg.
He was in The Silence of the Hams.
Okay. According to Indy, his name was Prinz von Homburg. So I guess I'll let Thrash back in.
Oh. So
and now it is your turn.
I was like, talk amongst yourself. Okay, I'm going to actually dig deep because, it's my culture. And I'm going to take, a lot of people don't even realize there was a sequel to the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, yeah, shock treatment.
Yes, shock treatment. It has virtually nothing to do with the first movie. It has only 2 of the original characters, both cast poorly by other actors. It is, from what I understand, I guess.
Well,
that'll teach you to talk bad about Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah.
He got the
You don't want to talk bad about some things, man.
I will
Okay.
say,
I have
since he's
never
not
seen
here, I did watch Shock Treatment when I was in college as part of my weekly movie things, because we were expecting it to be like Rocky Horror Picture Show. We can get drunk and enjoy it, and it just wasn't. It just didn't feel the same. It's fine. It has its moments, but it's trying to recapture Rocky Horror Picture. Okay, now Thrash can talk.
Yeah. Originally, it had a much bigger scope and was going to be sort of a precursor to the whole reality TV show.
Yeah.
Which I thought would have been great. I guess it was made during some type of film strike, so it all had to be done on a soundstage. and it just somehow the vision was scaled back to a point where it just wasn't there. One thing I will say, it had a really solid soundtrack. Different from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but still very, very solid. I remember years ago when I was a kid, I had it was a 2-part. It was the Rocky Horror Picture Show on one side and Shock Treatment on the other. And some of the character developments and themes I thought were pretty slick. And I love the attack on American consumer culture, but it wasn't Rocky Horror. It was almost like if they tried to distance themselves more from Rocky Horror, it would have been better for them. But I thought it literally shot itself as a foot trying to be a sequel. Anyone?
Yeah, and they recast Brad and Janet, which I liked the idea of it, that like, you know, the Brad and Janet are forced onto this game show, this like marriage game show, and then that winds up putting them into like a mental hospital. I thought that was fun. It was a neat idea, but the movie it just doesn't click. You know, at no point do I feel the same feelings you get from Rocky Horror. It's just not the same. So yeah, that's my anecdote.
And the music in it was nowhere near the "Let's Do the Time Warp Again."
Yeah, really. Honestly, I don't even remember the music. I remember it not being bad, but I just don't really remember it. Like I can sing all the Rocky Horror Picture Show songs verbatim, but I don't remember any of the songs from Shock Treatment.
Yeah,
but yeah, how many times did you see Rocky Horror?
A bajillion.
No, likewise. I think I stopped counting at 24. Honestly, honest to God, I think I stopped counting there.
As I've admitted before, I did do the Frankenfurter thing, and no, I'm not showing the pictures on the internet.
Mean. They'll be there anyway.
Probably eventually, yeah. Indy's just all kinds of riled up tonight, man.
Indy's in a mood.
Hello, Graham J.
Lost Horizon was a sequel?
It is to me. I don't know.
I've seen both of them. I didn't know they were sequels to something. You're talking about what they find in Shangri-La, right?
That's the one I'm thinking of, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know either one of those were sequels. He might be thinking remake. Are you thinking remake?
Oh, yeah, maybe he's thinking remake.
Because there was they of course, I said I saw both of them, so naturally one was a remake. And it was a very silly made-for-TV musical. So,
whereas the original's a Frank Capra like classic, yeah. I think it's from like the 30s. Yeah.
Oh. Early 40s, I think. And yeah, Justin, the little black dress is a really catchy number. There were a few catchy numbers on it.
Okay. Okay, so I guess that means it's my turn again. We touched upon it briefly, but I want to talk more about it. Actually, no, we'll talk about something different. How about Okay, The Chronicles of Riddick. Pitch Black is not a good movie. I'm not going to say it's a good movie, but I found it thoroughly enjoyable as a throwback to, you know, late 90s, early 2000s. I mean, it wasn't a throwback. It came out in the late 90s, early 2000s. But like it's that epitome of that kind of movie. And you got Vin Diesel just chewing the scenery as Riddick, and you get this cool sci-fi plot about a planet that only sees nighttime every once in a while, and these monsters come out of the ground. I mean, it's cool. It's a goofy movie, and it has not held up very well, but I liked it, and I liked its style. Chronicles of Riddick decides to be Star Wars for some reason, with Carl Urban as a necromonger, which is never explained what the hell that is. And Judi Dench is some elemental goddess who dies in the beginning of the movie. And I have no idea what's going on. And it all ends with Vin Diesel becoming king or something of the necromongers. Yeah. It's like, what am I watching? It's a fever dream of a movie.
Yeah.
And I was very disappointed because, like I said, I like Pitch Black. I don't think it's a good movie, but I like it. I think it's a fun movie, and I would still watch it today. But Chronicles of Riddick, I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah. Pitch Black at least was like rooted in some sort of believable concepts, like, you know, crashing on a planet that, or a moon,
an isolated setting.
Yeah, gas giant with like some sort of like, you know, organism that, well, I mean, they what do they have to eat other than each other after they've devastated the planet? But anyway,
the logistics don't really work out,
from everything.
Don't think about it.
You know, like some sort of, you know, nocturnal, you know, creature that like comes in the lasting darkness and kills everything that it can find and whatnot. You know, interesting concept. And they're on a, you know, a colonization / you know, supply ship that crashes after, you know, running into a micrometeorite storm or whatever it was, and yada yada yada. There's some believable ideas in there that relate to like actual possible future space travel, you know. And
there's good subtle world building.
Yeah. And then, you know, it's just like, and then all of a sudden you're in this like universe where there's humans on planets with like almost superpowers and stuff, and it's like,
what? Where did this come from?
What?
I think once again, guys, you're dealing with this two steaming turds paradox I told you about, and you know what makes Pitch Black better? Is that in Pitch Black, Van Diesel has very few lines, don't say much, and the movie takes place in the dark where you don't have to look at him much either.
Ooh, snap!
That's a good point.
Also, hi, Kevin, by the way. Good to see you.
Also, Chronicles of Riddick makes the brutal mistake of killing off Keith David. Don't do that. Keith David should be in everything. He's a great actor.
Not to be confused with David Keith.
Not to be confused with David Keith, correct.
Or Brian Keith. I'll just do the whole thing over again.
Yeah, we'll just keep rehashing that over and over again.
But
you know,
I gotta hit it to you. My first thought when I saw Pitch Black was, what does the ecosystem here consist of? What do these things eat?
The logistics
when there isn't castaways. You know?
That was my whole question too, because they obviously had decimated all of the flora and fauna on this planet. That's, you
except
know,
for those little glowworms.
Yeah, there's just the little glowworms are left. You know, eating you know, lichen off of the rocks.
When I made my list, I actually tried to pick movies where the first one was good.
Look, I like the first movie though. That's why it disappointed me that the Chronicles of Riddick was not even close to the same thing. It was like a completely different movie set in a completely different universe with completely different characters.
Pitch Black is a well done B movie.
Yeah, exactly.
And Chronicles of Riddick was trying to be like an A movie or whatever, you know, a blockbuster, but it completely missed the mark.
Yeah,
I mean, space opera.
Yeah, it was like, what in the heck did you guys do?
What is this?
What were you smoking when you wrote this script?
Hey, let me point this out so you know. I like Pitch Black too, but I am notoriously well known for liking pieces of crap. I like the giant claw too.
I mean, you know, Pitch Black's not a good movie, but it also, you know,
it's still a fun movie.
It's a fun movie, and it is what it is. It was well done for what it was, you know, and it had interesting concepts. But Chronicles of Riddick was just, like a fever dream. It was like, you know, it was like the writers were on like every drug you can think of, you know, when they wrote it, and different ones on different days to write a script like that, you know.
Yeah, kind of like one of those Beautiful Corpse exercises where one writer will write like a page and then another writer will write the second page. Yeah,
exactly.
You know, you can tell there's something wrong with me. My favorite part of Pitch Black. The thing I liked best about it was that little wind-up solar system thing that predicted eclipses.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
That's pretty cool. I liked that. Yeah.
I wanted one, you know. I want one for our galaxy, you know, that I can wind around.
I thought their little solar globe things were kind of neat, you know, the solar collectors on all the equipment. That was a neat idea. But anyway.
Donald, yes, we will include animated sequels, of course. Why not?
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm not going to say Vin Diesel's a good actor. I'm not at all.
No,
because he's not. He's a terrible actor. But he does deliver some really like overwritten lines really well. Like when he talks about how his eyes got shined by some like voodoo shaman in prison or something. Yeah. The way he delivers that line is it's perfect for that movie. It's the same like style of that movie. It's just overwritten, overdeveloped style that's not very good, but still fun to watch. So
yeah,
that's all I'll say. Whereas in the sequel, what's his big line? You keep what you kill.
Yeah.
Great.
and they go back to that prison or whatever. And anyway,
made for a really good video game though. Like the Escape from Butcher Bay. One of my favorite video games, actually. Anyway, that was mine. Your turn, Dan.
You know, once again, I was looking at my list and thinking whether I want to master something from our present time or go back in time and massacre another classic. I guess I'm going to go with destroying another classic. You know, I always liked the movie The Blob, even though Steve McQueen looked like he was 47 years old in it. That was my only complaint about The Blob, because I enjoy that classic old movie. But have you ever seen The Blob 2? The one that Larry Hagman directed?
I've seen about half of it. This is about as far as I can get through it.
and the one with the really cool Blob song where it creeps and it crawls and it slithers along. That would be my pick for like a sequel that just devolved into gory crap. And once again, I like The Blob, but I often criticize Steve McQueen's excessively elderly look in it.
Yeah, when I was a teenager, I had a DVD, or was it a VHS? Either one that had both of them on it. Like it was both The Blob and then Son of the Blob. Mm-hmm. And I'd watched The Blob a few times, but then when I would try to watch Son of the Blob, I'd only get about halfway through because it's just like, it's boring. It's just boring.
Oh, Son of the Blob had Dick Van Dyke in it, or Dick Van Patten in it. I mean,
Dick Van Patten.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Dick Van Dyke, by the way. 100. That's good innings.
Yeah.
Well, chee bang bang.
Yeah, I have never seen Son of the Blob or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think it has a bunch of different names. It could also be
Beware the Blob.
Yeah.
Beware the Blob. Yeah.
You see,
I've seen it, but I have no recollection of it, which lets us understand how good it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember it being in the theater as Return of the Blob down here.
Yeah, I just looked it up on Wikipedia, and yeah, it's got like 5 different titles. They just couldn't make up their mind. It says Beware the Blob, also known as Beware the Blob, of course, Son of Blob, The Blob 2, or The Blob Returns. So there you go. Came out in 1972.
Son of
Blob. God, I remember
Son of Blob.
I remember going to see that movie in the theaters, and even like I was 7 or 8 years old going, oh, that was a piece of crap. It wasn't scary.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. So anyway.
But hey, my parents taught me a lesson. They said, oh, that wasn't scary. The next week they took me to see The Exorcist. Joke was on me, buddy.
0 to 100, man.
Yep.
But you won't laugh at this one, will you? No.
Kevin, how you doing, brother?
Okay, Damien, your turn.
All right. I guess I'll go with Star Trek 5.
Okay, yeah, it was definitely on my list. Yep.
Yeah. I actually enjoy about the first 30 minutes of this movie. The whole like rock climbing thing and camping out, and then Kirk falls and gets saved by Spock, and McCoy almost has a heart attack, and they roast what did he call them? Marshmallows instead of marshmallows,
right? Yeah.
And sing row 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 your boat and stuff. It was cute. It was three guys just hanging out in the woods kind of thing. It was kind of fun. But after that, it just all kind of went downhill like real fast. And the whole anyway, it's like cut to the chase. The end is like God is some guy that looks like Zeus, floating head in a planet in the middle of the galaxy. I'm beyond the Great Barrier. We haven't even been to the middle of the galaxy in Star Trek, maps. So
yeah.
Anyway, and it was just the whole premise of it in the end was just dumb. It was just
and trying
stupid,
to separate the trinity of characters and try to have them like conflict with each other through brainwashing. It's just come on.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
But the only really memorable part of the movie was when Kirk going, I need my pain,
I need my pain. I actually thought that scene where they like go through like their traumatic past was actually kind of cool. Like that was a neat scene.
Yeah.
But the movie itself is awful. I give props to the actor who plays what's his name? Cybok.
Yeah.
He's good, but like the idea that Spock has this hidden half sibling, which they would go back to a couple of times, actually. He has lots of half siblings.
Daddy was getting busy.
Apparently. The movie's just bad. It's
bad. When you live to be 180 years old, you can go punk for a lot of time.
I mean, that's good. He was really into those human chicks. So
yeah, he was. He
they don't live as long
he had
as
a bit of a fetish there,
Yeah.
That's the selling point.
Maybe Vulcans are known across the the galaxy as being good lovers or something. And those ladies are just throwing themselves at them. Who knows?
I put up my best rousing defense for Star Trek V when I did a video on it. There are things to like about it. It was rushed through a writer's strike. So like there was no time to polish that script that William Shatner had written. And as anybody who has read the Tech Wars knows, William Shatner can't write.
Correct.
I've got
Wait, did I say that?
I've got those Tech War comics.
Yeah, I believe you. Two, Thrash was saying earlier about franchises where they just keep like reducing the budget more and more. Star Trek V was really hit bad with budget cuts, like extreme budget cuts. And 3, I don't know. Yeah, William Shatner's not much of a director.
That's being kind.
Yeah.
He brings new meaning to the term, not much of a director.
But the movie, he tried his hardest. And like I said, there are things I like about the movie. I like the idea of there being like a cult of Vulcans who have embraced emotion. I think that's a cool idea. But I hate the idea of trying to split up the Trinity through brainwashing. I think that's dumb. And I think it was just done so that Shatner could have his moment and be the only person who's the hero, which is dumb. The whole idea of there being a godlike being in the middle of the galaxy on a planet, dumb.
It's some really bad ideas in there. I mean, it has its moments. It definitely has some parts to it that are enjoyable and memorable and whatnot. And I have watched that movie more than 3 or 4 times in my life, but it's just stands out as like the worst of.
Agreed.
It's the most disappointing sequel of the Star Trek sequels. Of the original
when
series,
I did my retrospect on the entire original franchise, the first 6.
That was like a few years ago now.
It was. It's just back I've been doing this and going nowhere. But my credo, and I didn't come up with this, but I stand firm behind it. Odd numbered Star Trek bad, even numbered Star Trek good. So when you take 1, 3, and 5 and find what is hands down the worst of that, shall we say, trilogy of awfulness, it is hands down 5. So, yeah, I mean, 1, even before we knew about one of the cast members of number 1, and I'm sure you guys all know what I'm talking about, but again, good taste dictates.
Seventh Heaven.
Thank you for making. Yes, that's the one. Even before we knew about him, it wasn't a good movie. And then 3, Savick. Captain, your son is dead. It's like, I mean, yes, Savick has no emotion, but then she can't deliver a line. It just 3 was awful, but not without its merit. But I mean, it had Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd was great. One of my favorite.
It had Christopher Lloyd.
I actually like Star Trek 3 quite a bit. So
of the odd ones, it's the best one.
Yeah, of the odd ones, it's the best.
That was my point. Of the 3, 3 is probably the best of the worst, shall we say? But I'm getting a little lost here. But the bottom line is 5 is hands down terrible.
Agreed.
Terrible.
Yes. I think
And I also agree,
2, 3, and 4, Star Trek 2, 3, and 4 almost have to be watched like
that's almost
as
like
a
its own trilogy.
Yeah, you almost have to like treat that as its own little trilogy that you have to watch together. Star Trek 1 is I enjoyed, but it's an outlier. It's almost it's like an episode of the original
It doesn't even
series.
feel like Star Trek.
Yeah,
It feels like just another sci-fi movie. Yeah.
Yeah, and Star Trek.
Well, seriously,
4
I mean,
is just
2
5,
is a sequel to an episode. 1 is just a remake of an episode.
And 3 is a sequel to 2.
Better.
And and 4 is a sequel to 3. So, anyway. But then, of course, Star Trek 6, redeemed the entire franchise. If you ask me, I think.
Well, that's Nicholas Meyer, man. Yeah, he's
one of the best movies that they made in that entire series. So,
agreed.
But, yeah.
One funny piece of trivia, and I'm sure you guys already know this. In 3, when Kirk misses the seat, that wasn't scripted.
Yeah,
he was off.
Yeah, that's true.
But he landed on his ass. Was like, "You Klingon bastard! You killed my son! You Klingon!" And he fell.
Yeah.
And they thought it was so perfect they left it in.
Klingon bastard! You moved my chair.
I'm off my mark again. You Klingon bastard! Yeah.
3 does that thing with sequels that really annoys me, where they like try to undo I mean, we talked about it a little bit last week too, but like where they undo like all the work from the previous movie. Like Star Trek 2 was all about Kirk finding his legacy, and he found his legacy in his son. And then in 3 they just kill him. It's annoying.
And Spock makes a sacrifice. And what do they do?
Spock made a sacrifice at the end of 2, and they kill that. That's the whole plot of the third movie is he's back. Yeah.
They Jon Snow him.
Yeah.
It's like which undermines the importance of the sacrifice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just.
So yeah. Okay, Shane.
I'm sorry. In the 4th one, they invent time travel and then never use it again.
Oh, that's a Star Trek tradition, though.
Yeah.
They do that all kinds of times in Star Trek.
Yeah. Invent it and then forget about it.
Use it.
Like, oh, yeah.
Anyway, Shane, you better save us, or we're going to talk about Star Trek all day.
Okay. We could too.
It does prove how much better Star Trek is than anything Star Wars, though.
Agreed.
I would rather watch Star Trek 5 than most Star Wars movies.
Other than Empire Strikes Back, that's a
other than Empire, or the first Star Wars too. Yeah, sure.
That's a masterpiece. But.
Why y'all made me think about this, and I should have put it on the list, but not my pick, but Star Trek Into Darkness, just the rip off of Wrath of Khan, and just
some weird 9/11 conspiracy behind it. Yeah.
I am gonna go with The Predator.
That's also on my list.
Predator 4. Or 5 or whatever.
Shane Black is returning to the franchise. Hooray!
You know how excited I was. I was ecstatic after Predator versus Alien. It was just like, I don't hate that movie, but it's like
it's a Paul W. Anderson movie. So
the one after that, and the neighborhood suburbia, that was garbage.
Requiem.
What?
Predator.
Requiem.
Yeah, that one.
Rectum pain.
Literally so dark you can't see the movie. Yeah.
Predators, I give that a pass because they were on the Predators planet being hunted by multiple predators. Everybody gets a weapon, so you give them a chance at least. I'll give that one a pass.
No, Predator sucked. It had that little Adrian Brody. I can't stand him.
I give him a pass. He's all right. But to hear that Shane Black was coming back to
right and
kick
direct
the franchise back into order, I'm like, oh, this is going to be awesome. A lot of us were hyped. We saw that trailer. I'm like, oh, maybe this is the better stuff. And then we watched the movie, and oh, dear God. It's like,
oh, boy.
What exactly is this? Hey, I found this alien ball. I want to get it back home. I'll mail this other stuff home, but I'm going to swallow this. Huh? Why don't you mail it with the others? Whatever. It did it. The rush characterization of his team, I guess. Everybody on that bus.
We all have our quirks.
That was some of the most unfunny stuff. And you drug Punisher into this too.
And he has Tourette's. That's his quirky characteristic.
It's rushed. This is how these guys are. Oh, let's get to the action. Then with the alien, or then with the predator in the lab, it was like, well, we don't really know what this thing is. It could be aggressive. Let's not restrain it whatsoever. Okay, whatever. He gets free. Doesn't kill the lady for some reason. Plot armor, I'm guessing,
because she was naked.
Plot armor is what
like
being
ouch,
naked.
oh, wow.
It's called
See
Predator.
you later.
Yeah, we gotta rush.
There was an actual literal predator in that scene too.
We gotta rush to this action scene on the bus, and of course, we're going to make her a strong female character, and she shoots herself with a tranquilizer gun. It's like, okay, I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this now? Like, what's going on anyway? Oh, this little predator's being hunted by a bigger predator. Like, they hunt each other now? It's like, what kind of civilization is this? We're looking for the secret to evolution, and it's a kid with autism.
And let's not even talk about
or what they
autism.
what they
Christ.
think, what they think Shane Black thinks autism is. Just like,
It's worse than Rain Man.
more like very,
As a parent of somebody with autism, I took that personally. Okay.
I'll give him one
I
credit in
can
that movie.
see
That
that.
kid
But-
absolutely murdered a guy.
Yeah.
Are
Are there different forms
when
of
he would
autism?
trick-or-treating.
It's a spectrum disorder. There's all kinds of different types, but like what is represented in the Predator is nowhere on that spectrum. Okay.
Nowhere on the spectrum. I figured, but I thought I'd at least broach the matter.
There was something about their planet was dying, but our planet was dying. But
our planet was
the
dying from global warming, and so they were trying to genetically splice with our perfect organism, which happened to be autism.
some weird hidden
It's
message
so
there.
dumb.
Oh,
So
probably
dumb.
the worst of it. The black dude on the bus. They had to get the line in there. There's motorcycles over there. He's like, get to the choppers. And I about threw up in my mouth when I heard that. I was like, no, you didn't. What? You had to sneak that in there, huh?
Yeah.
And you get
I
this
gave
like
up-
predator
should've
dogs that are like invincible to firearms until like one of them gets shot in the head and gets brain damage and becomes a good dog. What?
Becomes servient. Lady Doctor has a pet alien dog now that'll do what she wants. What is going on right now? It's just movie was
And then,
just a
like,
glorified
during the
mess,
climax
man.
of the movie, the like main human villain just accidentally offs himself in like a split-second scene that's really easy to miss. He just like he's got the shoulder thing on his shoulder, right? And like he turns and it fires and blows his head off. And it happens so quick, you probably wouldn't even notice. And this is the main human villain of the movie, the antagonist of the movie. Oh God, I hate that movie so much. I really hate that movie.
Bright spot is real quick that
I guess I should be really happy I haven't seen that movie.
Well, this kid this kid
Last
deciphers
one.
all of the alien language and codes
Because
and,
he's
like,
autistic. Because that's how autism works.
Well, this kid's a super genius. He's a computer. This isn't what are you doing, Shane?
it
Anyway, Dan,
It
you
was
had
a
something to say
frustrating
there?
movie to watch.
Yeah, what are you saying, Dad?
at least the one I've seen lately, the Predator movie where it takes place in the old West with the Indians, I thought it was good.
Prey. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I like Prey.
I like that.
I like that.
Prey was excellent. Yeah.
It
Yeah,
kind
it
of
was
made up for some of that crap,
I did a review on that movie, and like there was some frustrating stuff. She had plot armor, but she was not a Mary Sue.
Yeah, she wasn't a perfect. Like she had flaws to begin with. Yeah.
The most frustrating thing I had with that movie is, she practices with her tomahawk, and then just out of the blue,
That's
like,
true.
oh, we'll tie a rope to it, and just expert mode is like that. It was like, what?
That's a good point. Yeah.
And then when she got stuck in the swamp, it was like, oh, okay. What's a logical thing to do? Turn around and go back to solid ground, or keep on going? She kept on going. Hey, dummy, turn around. I point this out in my review. It's just But other than that, I mean, I like the movie.
Oh,
that Predator.
thank you, Texas Knight.
That Predator.
I did like the concept of the title. You know, they were predators, so this angle is going to be prey, predator, and prey.
Mm-hmm. I also liked the design of the Predator in Prey, like the older design with the like bone mask and everything. I thought he was pretty cool looking.
They should have gotten MC Hammer to do the soundtrack.
There was one problem with that movie though, with the end where he has that
the gun,
the same one from Danny Glover.
It breaks continuity. Yeah,
it does, because that gun is related back to a comic book,
right?
To where how it's in the movie. It's in my review. I don't remember all of it right now.
Indy, I didn't know Ludacris was in the movie.
Which one?
It's a joke.
He plays a teenage girl. I'd pay to see that.
But she doesn't like knock him down or anything. She jumps all over him. She uses her lack of weight to her advantage. I disagree with you, Indy.
She was hard to catch a hold of, but she figured out how his helmet worked enough to make him get killed by it himself. It was like, how'd you figure that out? I don't know. I guess I'll let it pass. I'll let it pass. It's still better than the Predator.
The Predator is by far the worst Predator movie. It's not even a competition. It is so bad. It's one of the worst movies ever made, honestly.
I haven't seen Badlands.
I'm glad
yet.
I haven't seen it then.
Badlands is okay. It's kind of a letdown after Prey because it does kind of it gets a little goofy. It gets a little Marvel-y. There's a lot of quips. But like it's not bad. It's still kind of cool. Like seeing it on an alien planet where everything's trying to kill him is pretty neat. Yeah, I liked it, but I didn't love it. I'll just give you that.
Okay.
I saw it as a double feature with Prey, and that was probably a mistake because Prey is all like grounded and realistic in tone, not necessarily realistic because it's a Predator movie. Whereas Badlands is just full on sci-fi goofiness. You know, it's just like it's a weird tonal shift that's hard to take. Anyway, so that's an excellent choice, and it was definitely on my list, Shane. So, Thrash, it is now your turn.
Okay, generally, I've been dealing with movies that are a direct sequel to the original, but I do have one which is a third, and it is possibly the worst of the thirds. You will find that it's a pretty stiff competition there. And it is going to be a movie that I really wanted to love when I was a kid and failed miserably. Superman 3. This is what happens. This is what happens when you take a movie which is a very solid superhero action movie and try to make it into a comedy. And there's always going to be some humor in it, but Richard Pryor, who I absolutely loved when I was a kid. I absolutely loved the man. I remember when I was like 13, I got to see his like HBO special, and I was like, oh, it was like it was my first experience with true shock comedy. Loved the man, loved the movies he did with Gene Wilder, even the ones that weren't particularly good. Loved him in pretty much everything I saw him in. And then I saw this movie, and I can no longer say I've loved him in everything I saw him with. And it's not his fault. He's so wasted in this movie. It was almost like they added him after the fact. This movie needs a Richard Pryor. Bam. Robert Vaughn, who is outstanding at playing villains. I don't know if he just needed a mortgage payment or if it was just a very underwritten role, but he is so completely and utterly not Robert Vaughn in this movie. And just, I remember saying, like, watching the movie as a kid, I think I was like 15, 16 when it came out, just watching this movie saying, what the hell happened? One was phenomenal. Two was pretty solid. Well, at least compared to this one. And this one is a joke. Mm-hmm. And I just have hated the movie ever since. I've actually watched it just so as I can make fun of it, like in an MST3K version. Just awful.
Well, if you want to know what went wrong, you can watch my video on it where I explain it.
Oh, we've talked about this. I just remember at the time going, what went wrong? But yes,
Superman 3 is at least, I mean, there's entertainment value there. It's at least funny at times. And the whole like computer, you know, enveloping the woman and making her a robot.
Nightmare fuel for me as a kid. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah. But I agree. It was compared to 2 or even 1. It's really bad. Yeah. I mean,
but if you want to like it, watch 4.
4, yeah, 4 is even worse. 4 is even worse. It's like, they went, okay, let's take something that was bad and let's see how bad we can make it. So
and we can't get Karen Allen, so we'll have Lana Lang, who talks about how he's a poor widow had to sell her wedding ring, who lives in a mansion. Yeah. What the hell's going on here?
No. The Salkins said it wasn't because they couldn't get the actress, even though she called them horrible people and evil and money grubbers. No. It had nothing to do with that. They just wanted Lana Lang to be in the movie. Yeah. Oh. And I believe them because the Salkins would never lie.
But the character of Lana Lang, how can you not have fun with the Lana Lang character? There's so many
cute.
ways
like the actress who plays her is cute.
Oh yeah, well, she's married to the guy who played Lenny in Laverne and Shirley. They've been married for like 50 years now. What is her name? Well, take my word for it. But again, how could they not have fun with it? It was just such a dull.
Michael McKean.
Michael McKean is the man. I'm trying to remember what his wife's name is. Yes, Michael McKean.
Annette O'Toole.
Thank you, Annette O'Toole. Yeah, but again, it was just such an underwritten role. It just blah,
And Robert Vaughn, like he does feel like he feels like he's doing a dollar store version of Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor. Mm-hmm. Like it's pathetic. Yeah, Superman 3 is bad. It's awful. Very bad.
Awful.
There's no real defending it. I tried in my video, but there's really no defending it. And if you want to watch a Richard Pryor movie from that era after the accident, we'll call it, I like The Toy. The Toy's I grew up with that. Wonder Wheel. I love that movie.
That was a good movie. Yeah, I like that one.
Don't leave me Wonder Wheel. Don't leave me Wonder Wheel.
Oh, and one more thing I wanted to point out. I believe it was Slasher Fred. Forgive me, it was somebody else, but someone was talking about the sequel to I Know What You Did Last Summer, and that's always bothered me. Shouldn't it have been I Know What You Did a couple summers ago?
Exactly, yeah, the summer before last. Yeah.
That always bothered me for some reason. I know, picky.
Yeah, Superman 3 was, I mean, it had some entertainment value. I'll give it that, but it was,
It's one of those movies I watched it as a kid and I liked it, but even as a kid, I knew that it was nothing compared to the first two Superman movies.
Yeah.
Even as a kid, I knew there was something wrong.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But anyway.
And like I said, that borgifying machine scared the crap out of me. I hated that.
I don't know. When I saw Superman 3 with Richard Pryor running around and everything and got the feel for the movie, I kind of halfway expected Adam West and Burt Ward to show up dressed like Batman and Robin.
That would have made it worth it, honestly.
Yeah. I always found funny in fiction and in movies and whatnot from like the 70s and the 80s. They always seem to like have this idea that computers would just spontaneously become alive without any kind of programming or, like being purpose-built to be. Well, that's different today. They're doing it on purpose. But they would just spontaneously come alive from being, computers. And it's like, but they haven't been programmed to
what is that?
Do any of these things.
Is that the Stephen King theory?
Harlan Ellison.
Yeah, Harlan Ellison. Mm-hmm. Have you seen that video? This is completely off topic, but have you seen that video of the Elon Musk Tesla bot, like that's supposedly completely autonomous, no human intervention, and you can actually see it like take off the VR headset?
It's like what happened to that dude? Just all of a sudden decide to take his man or woman, we don't know, take the headset off and like abandon the robot. Was there a fire? Did somebody break in and start shooting at him?
I think it was diarrhea, personally.
So I gotta go right now. I had Taco Bell last night.
Okay, well, since we don't have time for a whole nother round, let's just go ahead and do our honorable mentions. And I've got a few. So Wonder Woman 1984. Really bad. Really bad.
But it's worth watching just to see Linda Carter at the end of it.
That's true. Linda Carter's in it, but briefly, very briefly.
I like Pedro Pascal in it.
Pedro Pascal is having the time of his life as Maxwell Lord. I will give him that.
That could have been. He needs his own movie. He needs his own movie as Max Lord.
Gal Gadot is nice to look at. She can't act out of a paper bag. Like she can't act. Just stop trying. Independence Day Resurgence.
Yes, it's on my list. Yeah.
Really terrible.
Yep.
We've talked about it before, but Rocky V also pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Let's see, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Are you reading off my list over here?
One that was brought up last night that I hadn't thought of until last night, but The Crow, City of Angels. Yep, that was pretty disappointing. The Godfather Part 3, which we've also talked about at length. No Robert Duvall. Winona Ryder backed out at the last minute, so they put in Sofia Coppola. Terrible movie. And lastly, which was brought up in the chat just a few minutes ago, Son of Kong, the sequel to the 1933. Son of Kong's not terrible, but as a sequel to King Kong, it's very.
I'm not happy about that choice.
Well, Kong wasn't in it. It was his son.
Yeah, so did his child. Really?
I do forget Dial of Destiny because I've never seen it and I have no desire to see it. So, okay, that's it. Those are my honorable mentions. Dan.
All righty then. I'll have to go with every Hellraiser sequel ever made.
You're not wrong.
I liked Hellraiser. I thought part 1 was new and innovative. I thought every sequel after it was dreadful.
Progressively worse too.
I'll go with Pet Sematary, every sequel ever made after the original, including remakes, because they all are horrible and dreadful. And
if Clancy Brown can't save something.
And I'm going to finish off with one more, and then I'm going to let a few other people have chances because I don't want to see and read off my enormous list. But I'll go with every movie made after the first one in the Jurassic Park series. I just had the most dreadful experience of sitting through Jurassic Park domination this week, and now I never want to see a freaking dinosaur movie again. I don't think.
Yeah, I think I gave up after Fallen Kingdom. I've
watched them all, man. I'm still watching them.
They just keep getting worse.
Yeah, that's why I said
when you consider
after the original,
the first one was such a game changer.
Yeah,
it like reinvented the blockbuster concept. And every movie they've made has failed to live up to it.
It was almost like the modern King Kong kind of thing. It was just like it was huge.
Absolutely.
I bought that movie on Laserdisc just to have it on Laserdisc. I don't own a Laserdisc player. It's gonna go in a frame.
You have a very nice placemat.
Yeah, well, it's gonna go in a frame. It's just in the closet right now, but it's like one of those things.
I don't feel bad, dude. I still buy VHS tapes when I see them if they're like a really good old horror movie, and I hadn't had a VHS working in 15 years.
Yeah,
I have one, but it's got one tape stuck in it.
Yeah, it was really cheap, and anyway, it's like cool cover art kind of thing, Anyway,
I have a DVD player that only plays Not a Living Dead because the tray broke. And I think it Not a Living Dead out. So now
it's like my VHS. It's got Godzilla versus Megalon, or not Megalon. Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla stuck in it. It's the only movie I can watch with that VHS.
Your
player.
VCR.
Yes,
Megalon's better.
Anyway.
So okay, Damien, if there's anything left that I didn't cover.
Yeah, I've got a few. Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection, both equally horrible sequels in my mind.
For completely different reasons, but yes.
Yeah, for completely different reasons, but still for valid reasons.
Pretty terrible.
Yeah. Let me go down past all the ones that everybody else already picked here. Any Police Academy movie after Police Academy 3. So that would be 4, 5, 6, however many they made. I don't know. They made a dozen or so. We already talked about Jurassic Park and Predator movies and whatnot. So what else was there? There was one other that I wanted to bring up. Oh, Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines. I did not like that movie at all. But anyway, that's about it for me. I have others on the list, but I'll leave things open for others to discuss. So
okay.
Yeah.
So Shane, what do you got? Any honorable mentions?
I'm gonna go through these. Pacific Rim 2. They it's like they tried too hard.
Oh, they were trying way too hard.
Boyega seems like such a wasted talent, but they tried too hard. Matrix, the second one. It was just the beginning is just so slow, and the best part of the movie for me is just the whole freeway chase.
The freeway chase.
That's the only thing I like that movie.
Yeah, the ghost.
Ghost Rider 2, Spirit of Vengeance, just felt like it was jumping the shark.
Fire!
It wasn't a shark, it was some buses, man. Did you watch the movie?
Smoking Aces 2. That's probably the one biggest letdown. Smoking Aces is a great movie.
I love I've seen Smoking Aces.
Yeah,
great.
Smoking Aces is great. They made a second one.
Yeah, it's I think it's straight to DVD. The only person that came back was Vinnie Jones, and there's I don't even remember the plot. It seems so unstructured. It's cinematographically shot so weird. It's like the storyboard was shuffled up. It was just like it's nowhere near as good as a person. It's nowhere near. Titanic 2. Yes, this exists. Yes, this exists. It's animated.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
But the boat sinks.
There's a rapping dog. You explain it to me. This is hands down.
Movie. Okay.
I know what Danny's going to say because I'm sure Danny hates the first movie, but Grease 2.
Does Titanic 2 take place at the bottom of the ocean with diving suits? And is it mermaids?
It's got a talking sponge who's got a starfish for a friend.
Is it a Disney movie like Little Mermaid? But
I don't know who made it. But
yeah, Grease 2.
Yep. It's just not the same magic.
That was on my list too.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Good call,
I don't know what was going on there.
Die.
Christmas Story 2. You're trying too hard. Not the same magic.
Yeah.
And any Disney cartoon. Pick one.
You don't like Return to Jafar?
Oh, I forgot one I need to throw in because I just saw it on my list. Batman and Robin has to go in there too. Yeah, that one was horrible.
Yeah, we covered that, man.
Yeah.
Stay cool, man.
Oh, did you like that movie?
That is a fun movie to hate watch.
Oh, Kevin, before you go, what sequel are you going to be playing along to? You said you were playing along with the sequel this spring, but I didn't. Soundtrack. What soundtrack are you playing along with? If he's still there. I saw the comments. You were playing along with the soundtrack this spring live, and I thought that sounded great, but I didn't catch which one. But if not, I'll ask you again later. Anyway, I'm rambling. Sorry, Shane. I didn't mean to interrupt. Continue.
No, I think he's done.
Okay.
Oh, are you done?
Yep.
Oh, well, I have a really short list because the ones I had on here that
We've all
haven't talked about, you guys pretty much all got, except with a couple of exceptions. European Vacation.
Oh, yeah, that's on my list.
It is
actually,
lesser to the original. Yeah.
It has its charm, and one of the funny things about it, I thought was cool is the different countries they go to. They actually got celebrities from those countries to do the bits, most notably England. They had, but not just Eric Idle. There were some others as well. But like the French girl that makes fun of him, Rusty. She was actually a big actress in France at the time, and that sort of thing. I thought that was but it just didn't live up to the National Lampoon's Vacation. And a controversial pick: Raiders of the Lost Ark Temple.
I knew you were going to talk about it.
I did not think it was as good as the original.
How dare you?
It
completely disagree.
wasn't as good as the original. I'm sorry.
I disagree. It wasn't as good as the original. I thought it was just as good.
Some people just hate Ewoks so much.
Call it a personal taste. I don't know. But
I knew
you missed a really good chance to bring up Fletch Lives.
Oh yeah, Fletch Lives. That's pretty bad.
I don't think I ever saw it, to be honest with you. Oh wait, is that the one with Arlie Ermy? Is Arlie Arena in Fletch too?
Chevy Chase.
Anyone?
I don't know.
Oh, Indy brings up Temple of Doom, which compared to Raiders is
Thank you, Indy.
But Kingdom of the Crystal Skull still wins it for me.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is the worst of all of them.
I can't even watch it anymore. It's like, ugh.
No. I rewatched it for this, and I regret that. The only scene that's only part of that movie that's any good is the whole anthill thing, but that part's kind of interesting.
I swear
that was Paths of Glory.
I did watch some Indiana Jones, like Indiana Jones and the what was it?
Dial of
Destiny thing.
Yeah,
and that was probably the worst thing I've seen yet.
Okay.
Let me throw a few more out that got missed here.
Go for it.
Speed 2.
Cruise Control.
Yeah. Basic Instinct 2.
Made a Basic Instinct.
Revenge of the Nerds 2. I mean, it was kind of funny, but it was horrible. Return to the Blue Lagoon was horrible if you've never seen it. And don't.
Never seen the original Blue Lagoon, so.
Oh, the Blue Lagoon wasn't bad. It was anyway.
Have you ever seen
pretty bad?
Have you ever seen Howling 2? Your mama's a werewolf.
Oh yes, Howling 2. That's a good choice. Yeah. One that Christopher Lee had to apologize for. Yeah.
Troll 2, Leprechaun 2, House 2, The Ring 2, RoboCop 3, and that's all I got. So.
The Ring 2 almost made my list because it is very disappointing compared to the first Ring. Yeah. You got those CGI deer. That scene is so terrible. Anyway.
So.
That's it for today. We're done. And like I said, we're actually done for the year. I'm not going to come back until next year. Thrash, you got a stream tonight?
Yes, I am going to be going live tonight. And to answer your question, Indy, Saturday morning cartoons.
Excellent.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
All welcome to join me tonight, 7 p.m. Crash time.
I will probably be there in the chat as always. So unless anybody has anything else to plug.
And Crash, you're on your own for the rest of the year, man. I won't be back with you till January when Tug returns.
I will endeavor to persevere.
I gotta go visit family. You know how it is.
I gotta go off in the woods with a tent and do everything I can to avoid family.
You looking for Sasquatch again?
Unfortunately, I can't be around Christmas this year because I'll be in the woods hunting a Bigfoot. So my family be crap out of luck, man. I'm sorry.
Shane, are you gonna try to go live?
Danny, I need your address. I found a hat I want to send you. If it's still here.
Bigfoot hat I got, man.
Justin.
But Tug will text it to you later. He's got your thing right.
Yeah, I got your address. I don't have Shane's number though.
You got Shane's phone number though, right?
I do not have Shane's phone number.
You got to have his email.
I don't even have his email.
How the hell you get him the link?
He just shows up.
Sorry.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
A few years ago, I invited him, and he just keeps showing up.
How does he get here?
I gave him the link from like a back chat at BBB stream. Okay, he's back. He's back.
I'm frozen.
And you're frozen.
Well, we're done anyway.
Well, don't worry. I'm going to hit the button and just
try to get to the private chat.
All right. Well, while he does that, I am going to hit the button. So good night, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. All that stuff. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
See you next year.
Thank you and good night.